Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video we'll take a look at a few bases again. And once again for this video, this is pre-recorded because I'm on vacation while this video will drop. But except of that, there is nothing really to say. We'll take a look at again a few bases which I just find maybe they're useful for you, that I can maybe tell you about something about. But without further ado, I would say let's dive right into the video. And if you're new to the channel, I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe. And now have fun with the video. Alright, so this one right here is the first base, and this base is very new, or new by the time that I record this video. But I never seen it before. Maybe this one here on the top I have seen before, but the rest of the base is new to me. And in this base right here, you don't really have good zap value. There is nothing in the core that is really good value. You have the scatter with a poison tower, a sweeper, and the builder hut. And on the outside, there is also not really something that is good. You have this ricochet cannon with this expo, but that's not really the value that you are looking for. And maybe here on the top side, the eagle with an archer tower. But once again here, if you will go for the zaps on the outside, here with the ricochet cannon and the expo, there is nothing really good what you can do. The only thing is maybe the king into here, the queen into this compartment. But if you do this, you don't really have good pathing for the Lalo, and this is the main goal what you are looking for. And the same thing is for the value here on the top with this eagle and the multi-archer tower. If you zap both of them, there is nothing that you can do really afterwards. If you will send the king into here, the queen into here, this monolith will be very annoying for your king, and the pathing is not that good as well. So in this case, I just went for the middle for these 4 buildings right here. I wouldn't say it's good value, but I would say it's probably the best value to build something up from it to get good pathing, because that's the most important thing. So we went for this zap spot right here. After that, we sent in our king for this compartment right here. And after that, he will go further. But if he will go onto the outside or go through a wall, that's up to the king. If you're lucky, he will go onto the inside. Maybe you get the Inferno Tower with the Phoenix, but I don't think that I got that. And after that, I can send the queen into here, and then we can start with a small funnel with the royal champion from here. Let me do it in a different color. From here, the royal champion, and the Lalo afterwards should start from the top side. But I will not send it in from here, so I will send it in from this side, from the right side. I'm sorry. Why I did that, you will see right in a second. So we can just press on play, and I can tell you something a little more in detail when we get to the Lalo part. So I would say let's speed it up. Wait until the zaps are placed. And here once again, I was thinking a very long time about what I should zap. That's why I'm just sending in some archers on the bottom side. That can't really hurt you. But yeah. Now the king should go into this compartment. Some people say that this is maybe not the best value because there is nothing really that is against the Lalo, like a scatter or something like that. But what it makes is basically just better pathing for the Lalo. Probably there will be tons of better spots for the king, like top position right here. But remember, you just want to get good pathing for the Lalo and not to take down every single key building. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes it's a little bit less value that your king will get. Sometimes it's a little bit more value. but always just keep in mind that you just want to get good pathing. And now, as you can see, the queen kind of got a little bit more than I expected. She actually got nearly this whole compartment right here down. And now what I do is I funnel with the Royal Champion, and as I said before, I will start the Lalo from here. This should be the Lalo, and the reason for that is just because of the blimp. I don't want the blimp between the Town Hall and the Clown Castle. No, I want the blimp to get between the Town Hall, the scatter shot, the sweeper, and so on. And that's just that I get more value than just the Town Hall with the Yetis. But for this, I need a better angle for the blimp. And if I have an angle like this, I would say that's pretty good value that I will get. Because if I land right here, or maybe we can do it a little bit different. If I could land like this, already like this, between right here, I will probably get the scatter and the Town Hall, which is already very good value. But that I can send a blimp in like this, I need to place the Warden from here as well. Because if the Warden will come in from here, I would have to wait a very long time until I can pop the Warden. But if you have the healing tome, you actually want to pop the Warden as quick as possible. I mean, not just right in the first 5 seconds, but you don't really want to wait 20 seconds until the Lalo is already on the monolith side. And that's just why I went in from the Lalo from the right side right here, so that I can just get a better blimp value and all of that. A little bit unfortunate that the Royal Champion got targeted by the monolith, but as you can see, now the blimp is coming in. And basically in ring bases, and this is a very good example, you basically want the loons to go onto the outside while the blimp should clear the inside, because you don't really want to lose loons in the death damage of the Town Hall. So that's why I would say that this base is a very good example, that all your loons will be kept on the outside. And now, as you can see, the tornado kinda made that the Yetis won't get the scatter shot. That's why I'm just swarming in with some loons from the backside, so the loons will go faster again to the scatter shot. But the Royal Champion actually survived with 1 HP and can actually take down the scatter shot. But I would say even if the Royal Champion wouldn't survive, this would be a 3-star. But yeah. Here on this base, once again, you didn't quite have that good zap value, but as you can see, it's still clutch. Your queen is still alive, the Royal Champion is still alive, and the Warden is still alive. So I would say a very good replay here to share once again, but we still have some more bases to take care of, so I would say let's head on to the next base. Alright, here on the next base, and I know that this base is not the maxed out base that I have attacked so far. It has some rushed Inferno towers, but I would say if this base would be maxed, it would still be or still go through. And the reason why I picked this base is because I would say it's again a good replay to share, because you have a bunch of zap options that you can do. And once again, many different hero dives that you can do, and I would say the hero dive here on this video is, or on this replay, is very good. Because what I did is, once again, I was thinking again a very long time about what I can zap. And on ring bases, as I mentioned many times before, there are like 2 different ways to approach it. Either you will zap for funnel, or you will zap for the value. And if you will zap for the funnel, I would say the best thing is to do this zap right here. These 3 buildings, and after that you can go to the inside right here, wall break once here, maybe wall break second time right here, and after that you already get good zap value. value in general. But you will go into a single, the clan castle, and you only get the scatter shot and the multi-arch tower. And in my opinion, that's not the best value. So that's why I searched for a different Zap position. And you have one right here and you have one right here. And the single right here and the Expo, this is probably already value with the Zaps. This means you would have to split the heroes. And this means maybe you got the king inside the monolith compartment and the queen inside right here to get the scatter and the multi-arch tower. But once again right here the king will get or take a lot of damage. Your queen will not get that much value. So that's why I didn't went for this Zap right here either. And the last Zap that is really good, I would say, is this one right here, which I end up taking, because if you will take down this one, you can make a beautiful funnel with the heroes into the eagle. You'll get down the queen if you won't get her with the Zaps. You can get down the eagle, the Grand Warden, and maybe even the Royal Champion right here on the back end. And in my Sui, I actually got this scatter shot right here on the back end as well, because you can see there is not that much damage. There is only this single that can roast your heroes. But if you take care of the single right here, there is nothing that can really deal damage. So that's why my heroes lived for a very long time, and my queen ended up getting the scatter shot right here, which is very, very important. Basically, if it comes down to funnel, I sometimes use some loons. Here in this attack, I had the fear that my king, if I would place him right here, that he will maybe walk to the storage and go to the wrong direction. So that's why I just used some loons to help him to get to the right way. My queen to use on the other side right here. And the plan that I have for this base is that my king will get into here, but my queen should stay on the outside and go further. Because like I said, this Inferno right here, the single Inferno tower, is probably the thing that is dealing the most damage to your heroes. So that's why you just want to get it out of the way. Now the king is a little bit walking a little bit unlucky, I would say, but still gets down the things, which is good. The queen should also walk in after she destroyed this cannon right now. Yes, exactly. And as you can see, the queen is still on full life, and after this Royal Champion there is nothing that deals a lot of damage to her, so she will live for a very long time, and especially with the ability. And now, which is maybe a little bit weird, because I will start the Lalo from the bottom side and not from the top side. And this is, like I said, because I want to get some more value out of the queen. I think that my queen at this position, I was convinced that my queen will get something around this still out. So that's why I shouldn't start the Lalo in her field, so that I can optimize my value that I can get with the queen and with the Lalo. And that's why I just started from the bottom side. Because the queen should get her thing, and then the Lalo should just do the rest of the thing. And also with this sweeper, sweeping all of the loons to the outside, this is one more reason why the queen should get her value and all that. I have to admit, this haste spell right here was not the best, but still, the blimp arrives to the town hall, get good value, and I was even lying, the queen didn't got the scatter shot, but if the loons wouldn't be there, she would have got the scatter, because she still have ability. But as you can see right here on the back end, some loons are still alive, the Royal Champion is still alive, and the Warden is still alive, and we can actually speed it up a little bit. because this will go through. And even though it was a little bit rushed, I would still say that that it would be a triple if the opponent would be maxed. But I would say let's take a look at the last base for today. So without further ado, let's head right into it. Alright, this one right here is the last base for today's video. And I know for a fact that there is a similar base to exactly this base. And at the beginning it made me some troubles, the other base like this. So that's why I would just take this in the video, because I would say if I struggle on such a base, many of you are as well. But if you are not, please let me know down in the comments, because I don't want to show you something that you maybe already know. So yeah, right here in this video or in this replay, you can see the town hall is very far into the base. And I know on the other base style, which is similar to this, I saw it as a ring base, and that was probably the mistake. I thought because the town hall is very deep into the middle, I just can take the blimp for the town hall and blimp it. But it just barely got through, so I had to think of a new plan. And now this base I actually see as a diamond base, and I will try to sui the town hall. And there is a lot of damage right here, right? But if you will take a look at like this section right here, there is nothing that can hurt your flame flinger. There is a ground bow right here on the side, but that's too much on the outside. Because all of this, maybe I should do it like this. All of this is actually very easy to get for the flame flinger, because there are just two mortars. But this mortar right here on the top side, I would already say as well that this is very far to the outside to deal a lot of damage. So this end up only with this mortar right here. And if you split it actually onto the other side, which I just saw now, there would be actually nothing against the flame flinger. So maybe even this side right here on the right, or on the left, I'm sorry, would be a little bit better. But right here on this base, I made it on the right side. So yeah. So from that moment, I knew that this should be the flame flinger. So we definitely will not zap in this section right here. But if we zoom out, there is nothing that is giving you good value, right? You maybe have some value here on the top side. But if we will go with the sui, if we will flinger right here, and I want to get the town hall with the heroes, because if you don't get the town hall with the heroes, it's very hard to get the Lalo through it. So that's why I already knew that I have to go with the sui inside here, which means that we have to start the Lalo from about here, or if we just use the Royal Champion from here, we start from here. And if you start from here and zap out something like this, this would just ruin your pathing for the Lalo. So that's not a good zap position right there. So I searched for a different one, and to be honest, in this base I didn't find a really good zap spot, and that's why I just end up going for the multi with the poison tower and the Grand Warden right here with the sweeper. For 5 zap spells, which is very cheap, and I would say for 5 zaps it's good, a good value, but still, you still have 2 zap spells, which then are kind of useless. But we'll actually see what I did with the last 2 zap spells. And no, I didn't went for the sweeper with the last 2 zap spells. Because like I said, we either start from here with the Lalo or from here, and then this sweeper right here wouldn't make a difference. Alright, so we followed with some loons before we send it in our flame flinger. I actually took down this mortar. I probably could have let it up, but still better safe than sorry, I would say. And now you can basically wait a little bit. You can do the zaps, and after that you can let yourself some time, because like I said many times before, Zaplalo is not the slowest attack. So just let the Flame Flinger do some work before you start with the Sui. And now probably the only problem that you have is this signal right here. And in the replay it actually made some troubles to me. You will see in a second why. I can click on the range. You can see the queen will get into the range, and I could have done it a lot better by just sending her in from a little bit more to the outside. But still, I invested right here a freeze, but I could also use a zap spell, because probably as the most of you know that you can reset an Inferno Tower with a zap spell. But as you can see right now, the wall break died for the second layer. And I was kind of lucky that the king beat through a wall right here. So yeah, a little bit lucky, but I would say you need always a little bit of luck. But with that, the queen beautifully arrives at the town hall. But she not only arrives at the town hall, but she also takes down the multi right there and the poison tower. And now, as I said, we will go in with the Royal Champion from here and the Lalo from the top side. And if this would be now out of the way, this would just hurt your pathing, because the loons have to go to the outside and to the monolith, or they will split again to the outside. So not the best that can happen. And I would say it's pretty good how it was right here. A huge or a very good Lalo pathing right here, getting everything through. And now, as you can see, basically there is nothing in the end. So that's why I start with a mini Lalo from this side, just to speed things up and to press every or all loons back to the inside again. And that's why I placed this Lalo, this mini Lalo from the left side. From the right side. But as you can see, the Royal Champion is still alive. We still have one freeze and a lot of loons, and with that, this space is also clutch. So yeah, but that was it with the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe. And if you have some good ideas for content that I can bring after my vacations, please let me know down in the comments below. But with that being said, hope you could learn something. And now, peace out.